Hey guys, let's cook some Cornish game hens in a cast iron Dutch oven over an open fire. And that's what's going on at Noah's house. Hey guys, what's happening? It's about 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. We just stacked up, getting ready to light that fire to get the Cornish game hen Dutch oven Sunday cookery going. I prepped all my veg last night. I got some carrots, shallot, garlic, celery. We did have some rain this morning, but it's okay. I think everything's gonna catch pretty good. I'm gonna clean that pit out a little back there, get some of the nasty wet stuff out of there. Well, I'm gonna get this fire going and we'll see how this goes. I'm getting pretty excited. The birds are still in that brine. I got the pot out this morning, started them up, took a look. They look pretty cool. So here we go. All right guys, I'm in the kitchen now. I got a pot. I'm gonna start boiling a little bit of water. And I've been working up a spice mixture. You know, it's big salt base, onion powder, garlic powder. I got some allspice. I got some cinnamon, some chilies. I got some dried chilies that I dried last year and I still have in the cupboard. I'm gonna put them in, and this is all just a brine for the 6 little Cornish game hens. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna boil this water up in a pot. It's about a quarter of the way filled. I'm gonna put all the spice in there to get everybody dissolved. I'm gonna boil it. I'm gonna get some fragrance out of it. Then I'm gonna put my little Cornish game hens in there. And then I'm gonna fill it up with cool water. I'm gonna lid it and I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for 2 days. Cause it is, can't talk today. It is Friday and we're gonna be doing this on Sunday. And like I said, I have the Dutch oven that my wife got off of MacBids. For a really good price. We're gonna build a fire out back and I'm gonna nest that in the coals and put coals on top. We're gonna have a bunch of veg, a bunch of shallots, we're gonna have carrots, we're gonna have all kind of stuff, and I'm gonna have these little Cornish game hens. I'm gonna toast them up a little bit in that Dutch oven before, but I'm gonna put them in, I'm gonna layer it in, I'm gonna put some water and some white wine in there, and I think it's gonna be a pretty cool little cook up for Sunday in the new cooking fire pit. So check out my spices and check out the Cornish game hens. All right, here's my spice. Like I said, I got a lot going on. I got cinnamon, I got salt, I got pepper, I got some dried chilies, all that stuff. Oh, that's looking super good. Here's our 6 little Cornish game hens. I think from Aldi's. You know, it isn't like I went out and hunted these guys, because when you shoot them, they don't come packaged like this. So like I said, I'm gonna get them. Over here, I got some water, getting hot, getting on the boil. And that, in my mind anyways, is going to dissolve a lot of the salts and all the stuff in this bowl. Then I'm gonna open these guys up and drain them off. I'm gonna put them in there. I'm gonna fill it up with some cold water. And I'm gonna put it in the fridge for the next couple days. And I'm gonna check it, I'm gonna stir it, I'm gonna look at it. But I think that's gonna give a pretty cool brine to these 6 little Cornish game hens. Little chickens, I don't know what you want to call them. But, I don't know. That's looking pretty good. And I can't wait to get the smells out of the pot when that's boiling out a little bit. So, I'm real excited about this. So, that's a lot of spice, a lot of stuff going in there. But like I said, it's gonna, I'm going to stir them up. I'm going to have them in the fridge downstairs. They should get a good brine. The Dutch oven is actually in the oven right now because we just got it out. I washed it up. And I was trying to season it a little bit with some lard. I really wish I had the time to take the grinder and the sanding wheels to it. If you guys haven't seen, I'll leave a link to the video of me redoing some old cast iron skillets. But I hope to do that to this. But I hope this works out. It's going to be pretty cool for a Sunday cook-up. So let's get to it. I got my little spice mixture boiling. And I got the Cornish game hens in there. I'm gonna heat them up a little bit. They're still a little bit frozen, but I think it's gonna be okay because like I said, I have 2 days until my cook. And I want these guys to brine. They're gonna be really good. But I'll flip you around. Oh, that cinnamon and allspice and the rosemary and stuff. Oh, it's really coming out. Check it out. All right, guys, there it is. There are the guys in there. I wish that rosemary would sink more, but I'm gonna stir it throughout the next couple days. Like I said, it's Friday and we're gonna be doing this cook up on Sunday. So I'm gonna let this cool down a little bit because I did boil up, get those spices all involved, and get the salt melted. Is that melted? Dissolved. And I got them in there, man. I'm really excited. I think they're gonna be awesome. I was gonna put some soy and some stuff in there, but I forgot to put enough salt. And I went with cinnamon, some allspice, some stuff like that. I'm gonna go with this for the first time. Oh, and over here, check it out, man. We got some sauerkraut coming. But super excited about that. I'm gonna show you the Dutch oven next. All right, guys, so check out the Dutch oven. This is what my wife got me. Oh my gosh, this thing is humongous. It is heavy, 12 quart. And I've been, oh my God, that lid. But I've been seasoning it. And I've been heating it up, wiping it down with some lard, and then putting it in a 350-degree oven. And as soon as it goes in, after a minute or so, I just turn the oven off and let it cool down. And I'm really hoping that's going to seize this fella up. Seize? No, season. Going to season this fella up. And, but man, he's big and... Oh, I can't even... I got a bad arm as it is. I can barely pick that thing up. Man, that thing's got to weigh 20 pounds. But that's what we're going to be doing. The Cornish game hens and veg in. And I'm also thinking... I'm not going to cook it in there, but I was just thinking we should probably make some good rice. Getting really exciting. I know I say that a lot, but I don't know. It is. Okay, guys, I have the first fire stacked up, getting ready to get lit. I'm going to clean this pit out as well. We had some rain this morning. Got some wood up here yesterday. Lila's helping. Got some kindling. But a little bit of rain this morning. I still think it's going to be okay. Getting pretty excited to do this Cornish game hen thing in the big old Dutch oven over an open fire. All right, well, we got some fire going. And like I said, it's a little wet out here, so it's taking a minute, but it's gonna get going. I want to get a huge blazer, burn a bunch of that wood, get some beautiful coals, and put it over here. Now over here, I did build a nice little starter fire. I'm gonna start this guy in a little bit, just to get a pre-fire going in there, have that all cooked down so I'm not just putting hot coals into a cold pit. Whether or not that's what you're supposed to do, I have no idea. But I'm gonna go get my big old cast iron Dutch oven here in a minute. Bring it over. Like I said, I got my veg and my Cornish game hens, and I got everybody together. We're making a little bit of rice. Also gonna throw some potatoes into that Dutch oven. And my wife's making some homemade sourdough bread. So how cool is this Sunday gonna be? All right, got the second pit started. Let's see how that goes. That's pretty neat. That's a different way of building a fire, huh? I just stacked a bunch of stuff on there. So here's the sourdough bread. That's like an everything one. That's a salt and chive we usually do. And throw on their little things and spritzed, and I'm gonna assume the things are in the oven, hitting hot, and we're ready to go. All right, well, here's the main fire. It's burning down. I've been transferring some coals. This, that crazy fire I built, it's looking really good. I've been transferring some of the coals from over there onto there. It's nice, it's red, it's hot. I got the big guy out there. Man, that thing is heavy. I'm gonna let everything burn down just a little more. Probably about another half an hour, I'm gonna start my cook. And I think it'll be 11:15. I'm gonna start my cook because we want to eat, say, around 1, a little bit before 1. And I don't know how long everything's gonna take or what it's gonna be, but for now, everything's kind of going to plan, kind of moving along. All right, so the sourdough has come out and it's looking good. They sound nice and hollow, and can't wait to cut them open to see what the structure inside looks like. But so far, so good. Okay, guys, it's a little bit after 11. I got the big fire, grabbing some coals out of there. I got the cooking pit, and I got my tripod out because I'm always holding the camera, but it's getting into some hot stuff. Hopefully I don't get burnt. I got a towel out here. I tend to burn myself a lot. But I'm gonna get the Dutch oven in there. Got my tripod where I should be able to show you. And the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some oil in there once it's heated up, and I wanna brown these little birds off. And I wanna get them almost where they're gonna look burnt. But remember, they're gonna kind of braise slow cook. But I also have all my veg out here. I have carrots, I have shallots, I have garlic, and beets, the last little bit of beets. And the beets are parboiled, and I have potatoes in the house that I'm parboiling now because I'm always worried that the potatoes won't cook up fast enough. But I want to get in, I want to brown these little birds off. I'm going to pull them back out, put them in the pot. I'm going to dump that water out over the fence so some raccoon could have some nice tasting leaves. I'm going to put them back in there. Then I'm going to get a Dutch oven back up to temp. I'm going to get some oil getting hot, and then in with the veg. I'm going to brown it up. Then I'm going to layer my birds in there. And then I have 1 quart of white wine, Pinot Grigio, and 2 quarts of water. And I'm going to put that on. And if I need more, I'm going to put more wine, more water. And I'm going to put the lid on, put some coals on top of the lid. And it's going to start cooking. So let me flip you around to the tripod, and hopefully this looks pretty cool. Here we go. Oh, that is heavy. All right, it's right in there. We're gonna let it warm up. Move some more coals around. Let's get this cook going. Okay, well, I did it. I think the brine made the chickens a little too moist, so they weren't really browning up. But they did cook off a little bit. They look pretty nice. So now I'm gonna head on in with the veg. I poured some more oil in there. I've had the lid on a little bit. Oh yeah. And he's ready to go. Some more going on in there. We're gonna go in with our carrot. Oh yeah. And we're just kind of gonna layer and make some flavors, I think. I don't know. I know it's hot sitting right here. Let me tell you how hot it is. I got my pups out here. They are for sure very, very interested in what is going on here. All right. I got my carrots in there. My favorite. I'll put some celery in there, and I had a couple green peppers sitting in the fridge. In there, man. I had a bunch of shallots. We love shallots in this house. There's a bunch of shallot in there. A bunch of shallot in there. A bunch of garlic. This is homegrown garlic. Just throw some of that in there. Get that going. All right. Now these are parboiled. Look at them beets. I'm gonna throw some beets in there. Yeah, we're gonna have that going. I'm gonna give this a stir. I wanna let this cook down for just a little bit. Oh man, my legs are hot. Yeah. Like I said, the potatoes are in the house. But I got me a funny feeling that I'm gonna just be making mashed potatoes on the stove. Alright, well. And once again, this is all just a guess of what I'm doing here. I'm just doing it because I enjoy it. Alrighty, well. We're gonna let them go for a little while. And once that cooks down just a little bit, I'm gonna put the birds on there. And I'll add my liquid, and then it's just set to cook for an hour or so. So we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna take the camera off. I'll take some pictures and stuff, but I'll take some screenshots so I can see my big gut. But have this in here, get a good stir. They're not sizzling. We don't have, what do you call it? This isn't, hey, got Lila over here checking out the birds. This isn't nothing got caramelized, I want to put it that way. I got some hot coals and I put them on top. I should be, I think, be able to still pop that lid off. Leave them coals on there. But I'm gonna let these guys, Lila, I'm gonna let these guys cook down for just a little more, and then I'm gonna put my birds back in there. And you guys can see them. And I know Lila wants to help herself to a Cornish game hen. But I have the big fire back there. I'm gonna just keep taking logs and coals and putting it around. And I'm thinking once the birds go in and I put my wine and water, that it's going to cool things down, taking a minute to come back up to temp. But then I'm just going to time it, and I'm going to mess around with it and give it a stir. And I got my thermometer for everybody who, when I did the chicken video, said, oh, you can't eat undercooked chicken. Well, I know you can't eat undercooked chicken. But I have a digital thermometer, and that's kind of how I always go. Wait, oh, sorry, Lou. You know what? Let me pop this off here. See if this is going to work. Oh, that's hot, let me tell you. Look at them guys. Look at that. Look. Piece of celery to the fire. The carrots are looking good. The beets are looking good in there. Like I said, I'm going to get that going. I want to cook these down a little more, because I don't think these little birds are going to take too long to cook. Now, I like big pieces of carrots, but me and my wife also do not like vegetables that are mush, overcooked. Let me see if I can't get this back on without dumping coals in there or burning myself. Woo, man, it is hot right here. So I'm gonna let that cook for a little more, and then I'll come back. I'm gonna get some more coals going on top. Keep everybody looking good. All right, I'll see you guys in about a half an hour. I'm gonna get my thermometer, because like I said, that's the only way I know how to make sure all the poultry's done and not, you know, in a bad way. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is pretty fun. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. All right, it's been right around 15 minutes. This thing is trucking ass hot. It's more like I'm making a, and it's red because of the beets. What I want to do now is I'm going to pull all the game hens out. And I'm testing them. I think they're just about where they want to be. And I want to get this veg out of here. I was thinking a second ago, boy, man, I should move this big thing off the fire, which I might do. I want to pull these out because I like to get them a little more crispy. I wasn't really looking to do myself a soup, but you know, you get what you get. So I might pull that off, set that off to the side for a second, get all that veg out of there, because I definitely think that this veg is good. And well, maybe not. It might not be all that done. But I definitely think I need to cool it down a little bit. But that color is really cool, because that is from the beets. A little bit of pepper in there. Look at that. Look at those. Look at those carrots. So I'm going to mess around with these birds. I'm going to check some temperatures. I may make a little bit of a gravy out of that. Man, my leg is burning. But I'm going to check these birds, and I really would like to crisp them up a little bit more. To maybe able to do it in a cast iron skillet, or use this in a different way. So I'll catch you in a little bit. Check them out, guys. That is 6 Cornish game hens. The veg has been removed. Man, I don't know. They're all up to temp. I can get the thermometer out. You guys want to see? I will not serve undercooked poultry, but it is looking good. Veg is in this guy right here, just staying warm. All in all, I don't know. I think it looks good. I can't wait to actually try it and see what it tastes like. All right, guys, here we go. So I pulled the veg out a little bit ago, put it in a stainless steel bowl, and kept it by the fire, wrapped in some aluminum foil, just to keep the veg, you know, warm. Well, let me tell you, if you grab it by your hand and try to spin it, it's hot. But I've just been doing that, and I'm thinking it's keeping everybody good. I put the birds back in the juice because some of them just weren't where I wanted them to be. I actually don't mind going a little over on poultry, especially like this. Plus, it's a wet cook to me. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone else. So I feel that they're going to be okay. They're not going to be dried out. But I could not tell you the last time I ate a Cornish game hen. Let's pull this lid off. Oh, yeah. There they go. There them suckers go. Now, I can smell the brine in there. I know, it sounds a little crazy, but I totally can smell some cinnamon, some allspice. I can smell that coming out, and that's kind of what I was after. I wanted more, I don't know if you want to say Asian, Indian. I wanted something different. I didn't want salt and pepper and garlic powder, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I think they're looking pretty good. Just have this big serving tray over there, you can see. I'm gonna dump my veg on the bottom of that. I'm gonna put my game hens on top of that. I'm gonna carry it in, and we're gonna eat. My wife has some homegrown green beans. She steamed, put salt and pepper on. She has some locally grown potatoes that she kind of parboiled, mashed, beat up. And she puts salt and pepper and butter on them, and they are incredible. And upon my request, we made some rice. But all in all, this was it did not turn out at all what I thought it was going to turn out with. I got the juice in there. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with that juice. Like, could I make it into a gravy maybe? I'm not really sure. But I will spare you the, I'll spare you watching me try to pull these birds out without them falling apart, plating everything up on that platter right there. But I will show you some video when it's on the platter in the house. My son is here. My daughter-in-law is here. I almost said my daughter-in-law, my son's wife, which that kind of goes, you know. And my daughter is home. And we're really looking forward to, I don't know. I've been doing these Sunday cook-ups. I put out the chicken video. I put out the corn video with some pork steaks, and I'm going to put this video out. I've gotten some pretty good feedback, and I've also got some shitty feedback. But that, I don't know, kind of goes without saying. So I'm going to pause you, because I don't want you to see me trying to plate these little guys up. And I will catch you in the house, in the kitchen, when they're all plated up, sitting on the counter, and I don't know, we'll see how these little birds taste. All right, so here they all are out of that death cauldron out there. So there's the veg, the cooked down that I pulled out. There's the beets. And I couldn't get all of them on one serving tray, so I put them on another tray. But so far, looking so good. Sourdough's out. It's kind of cooked up good. We got the potatoes Dana did, and our beans. So, I don't know. I'll wrap all this up and go outside. Oh, and I have the death cauldron back on the fire. That maybe reduce it down into some type of sauce. But I'm unsure what that's going to do. So I got this sauce that's left in the bottom. It's kind of red because of the beets. Still boiling a little. I don't know if I was going to reduce it, use it. I don't know. I put it back on the fire because all the food is in the house. And yeah, we're going to go for it. I got some cleanup afterwards. But how cool is this? I'll wrap this up after I eat and tell you, you know, how it tasted. And we have excess wood, which turns out it doesn't take as much fire over there to really get that Dutch oven going. But I'll wrap this up in a little bit, and I don't know, this was a really fun time. All right, guys, this is the wrap-up of the Cornish game hen cook. I'm done. Everyone is eating. Cousin Chris is here. He's a little later, so he's having himself his own little Cornish game hen. I'm enjoying a wonderful cigar from Dirty Dog Smoke Shop in McKeesport, actually in Versailles. We call it McKeesport for sales. This is a Partagas green label. I don't know. It's a great cigar. It's a great price. If you guys are in the area, go to Dirty Dogs. Check it out. They got a beautiful humidor and really good prices. Anyway, I got my Lila Bear right here, giving her a pet. So that was, I don't know, the third, fourth video in the cook-up, you know, series, food series. It was really cool. It did not come out how I thought it was going to come out at all. Completely changed. I really didn't realize that just there's a little bit of coals in there and putting stuff on top, that damn cast iron Dutch oven was going to go to boil and just go 100%. That was shocking. I don't think I needed to add as much wine and water that I did, although I have a beautiful sauce in the bottom that I didn't use. I'd probably reduce it down, but I'm not going to do that right now. But the 6, they did turn out well. It was weird. Everything got red because of the beets that I put in, which I'm totally fine with that. Oh, camera moves. We got Lou moving around. But they tasted good. And what was really cool was the brine, marinade, whatever you want to call it, for a couple days. You could taste the cinnamon and the allspice and a little bit of different stuff that I usually don't put in. But we all agreed. Oh, the potatoes my wife made were incredible. Her bread was just gorgeous. Love that. And the veg was really good. Not my favorite, which I thought I was going to like the veg more than I was going to like the little birds, which is usually how it goes. But all in all, this was a good learning experience. Now I know next time, not as much liquid, maybe not as many coals, but I love doing this, and I like to keep putting these videos out all through fall, and hey, I'm going to do them in the winter. How cool is that going to be? But I went and got some more wood, threw it on, keep the fire going. It's a beautiful fall day in western Pennsylvania. And we just had an awesome lunch, which, man, I'm about ready for a nap. If I wasn't smoking a cigar, I think I'd be ready for a nap. Oh, I got myself a glass of Pinot Grigio right here. I'm pretty satisfied with how it turned out. Oh, and the beans that my wife did, steamed, homegrown green beans. A little salt, a little pepper, a little butter. Can't beat it. Well, hey, from the backyard, from the fire pit, this is Noah. Thanks for stopping by.